There's a lot of upside potential, in my opinion, on most of the miners. There's a few that I think you need to be careful of. All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to give my daily Bitcoin and Bitcoin miner update. I gave an alert earlier in the day, and now today we're getting about an hour away from closing, so I wanted to wrap the day up, take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners, and we will look at a few of the miners in specific. So for those of you who are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And everybody, please smash the like button and feel free to leave a comment below. Okay, so let's start out with the Bitcoin miner big board. And you will see today it is very, very green. There's one exception. DigiHost is down about 1.5%. I'm not sure what's going on there. I know it had an unusually good day on Friday, so maybe things are just evening out there. The rest of the board is up substantially. Bitfarms up 9%, Cleanspark 10%. So a lot of 5%, 6%. And then MIGI is up 27%. And I'm going to talk about that one later. So very green board. Most of our traditional miners are up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% today. And like I said, there's about an hour left on the trading day, so I suppose that could change. However, it has been green since the open today. So hopefully no big shift from now until closing bell in an hour. Okay, so here's the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour time frame. So each one of these candles represents 1 hour. So I did an alert this morning because this is the 9 o'clock hour right here. We happen to be right on this very crucial line at $37,435. So around $37,500. We were sitting right there this morning in the 9 o'clock hour just before opening bell. And we stayed there after opening bell. So I put a quick alert out to talk about a couple of things. I thought this was an extremely important line. We went below this line last night. We took out this line and hit some lows all the way until the 8 o'clock hour this morning. This green candle, you can see candle wick still down to our lows. But from 8 o'clock until now, it's basically been green. And of course, it's proving me wrong and doing, at the moment, a little bit of a red candle. But we'll see how that one goes. So the other two important lines that are on here are this yellow line was the close on Friday. So as of this morning, all weekend we were very sideways. You can see we were just kind of going straight through this line. And then Sunday night we dipped down. And so I thought it was important Monday morning between 9 and 10 o'clock, it looked like we were taking out this line and maybe stood a shot of taking out this line. And I thought if we could hold these two lines, that would be some very good forward progress, and that would be a bullish sign for Bitcoin in the short term. Now, as you guys can see, getting back to here, all we've done is get back to where we closed on Friday. So I don't want to get too excited about it, but it was a nice uptrend, especially since Friday was a very good day. So if we were able to hold our gains over the weekend, it looked like they were going to slip, but they came right back. So since then, we've actually gone up considerably, and this green candle took us all the way to this orange line. This orange line was the previous week's close on Friday. So that was back on Friday the 21st. So you can see on Friday the 21st, we closed up here around 38,300. A week later, on Friday the 28th, we closed at around 37,400. Well, today on Monday, we've had a very steady up day. We've managed to take out both of those lines now at this point. So now I guess I would say if we could stay above this orange line, and you can see now we got a little bit of sideways action going on here at the end of the day. If we could stay above this orange line, then I'm going to start strongly looking at this red line at $39,600. Having said that, as you guys know, Bitcoin is extremely volatile, so we could easily go down before we go up. So it's possible, you know, with this many up hours in a row, we may go retest. You know, if we retest either one of these lines and they hold, that would be a positive sign. That would be a bullish sign. Maybe we can retest this orange line and it holds, but more likely we go down and retest one of these. And then if we can bounce, I think we start to head towards this line. Obviously, if we go retest these and they don't hold, we were just below these lines this morning, so it's certainly not unthinkable that we could go back below them again. However, I do feel like Friday and Monday were both excellent days for the Bitcoin miners and good days for Bitcoin. So perhaps in the short term, we're having a little bit of an uptrend. Now, I want to pull out to the long term. Okay, so this is the daily chart. So each one of these candles represents one day. So you can see Bitcoin hit its all-time high on November 10th of $69,000. Since then, it's been pretty much in a jagged line, but pretty much straight down. But you'll see these clearly seem to be headed in an upward direction. So we have a little 9-day trend that is trending upward. So it's not a massive trend upward, and in the middle, we did go retest $33,000. So that was a successful test and rebound. That day ended up green. So it's possible we've got a little bit of momentum going. However, in the big picture, you can see we've really made up very little ground. We did have another period, around here that seemed to be an upward trend, only to then head downward for the next month and a half. So it's too soon to tell, but it is encouraging to have something trending in the right direction here. That's been few and far between for Bitcoin. Okay, so if I zoom in and I go from Bitcoin's bottom where it tested $33,000 just 1 week ago on the 24th, which was last Monday, it's now this Monday, and Bitcoin is up at the moment 17% in the last week. So that's a pretty healthy week. So again, I don't want to overblow it, but it's nice to see. It's encouraging. It's some momentum in the right direction. Let's see if we can hold it. So having said that, let's take a look at a few of the Bitcoin miners in specific. Okay, I want to start with Marathon Digital. This is on the 4-hour time frame, so each one of these candles represents 4 hours. So if you see, these two candles right here represent Friday's trading day, so those were both green. These two candles here represent Monday's trading day. These are both green, so it's been a nice run up, about an 18% run up on Friday and Monday here for Marathon. However, we're still about 53% off of Marathon's January 2022 highs. So that's just this month. Today's January 31st. So on January 4th, Marathon was up around $35. It's now around $23, and that's after an 18% 2-day rally. So it's way off of its January highs. I'm very conflicted on Marathon because it has a lot of upside. Just to get back to its price at the beginning of January of $35 would be over 50% increase. Not to mention in November, Marathon was trading up over $80. So it's now at $23. So this has taken a massive fall. My one concern in the short term with Marathon is today's the last day of the month. So over the course of the next week, we're going to start getting operational updates from all these miners. And looking at Marathon's pool, looking at the data, it seems to me they had a mediocre month. So I guess they'll confirm that for us sometime sooner than later, probably tomorrow or over the next few days. If they report a mediocre month and they mined less in January than they did in December, and I'm told they were down for a few days in January, but this always seems to be the case with Marathon. So I'm a little bit worried that there may be a negative reaction to that. So I think that in the medium term and the long term, there's massive upside on Marathon. I don't know that it'll get back to 80 where it was in November, but I don't think anybody believes it belongs at $23. However, there could be some short-term downward pressure based on their performance in January. More and more of these Bitcoin miners are going to be judged on their monthly performance. There's too much competition now. There's over 20 publicly traded Bitcoin miners on the NASDAQ. So if they have mediocre report and others have an excellent report, money may shift around. And again, none of this is financial advice. You guys got to decide what to do, whether or not this is a good buy for your portfolio. Please do your own due diligence. And as it is on Marathon, I'm actually quite conflicted in the short term anyway. I am bullish on Marathon in the long term, and obviously I remain bullish on Bitcoin in the long term, although this has been a very, very tough 3 months for everybody. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is Bitfarms. At the moment, with about an hour left to trade in the day, Bitfarms is up 8.66%. It's been fluctuating, but pretty much up 7, 8, 9, 10% all day. It hit its lows on Thursday, along with most of the other Bitcoin miners, and then Friday it had a nice up day, and then today, Monday, it's having a very nice update again. So this is a common theme. This is pretty much what all of the Bitcoin miners did on Thursday, Friday, and Monday. For Bitfarms, it's rallied from its lows on Thursday until just before the end of the trading day today here on Monday. it's up about 20%. So a nice jump. That's very similar to a lot of the other Bitcoin miners. So again, if I take Bitfarms from where it's trading today, just to get back to its January highs, and today is January 31st, so that's just to get back to the high on this month. That would be a 47, almost a 48% increase in the price of Bitfarms stock. So there's a lot of upside potential on this one. There's a lot of upside potential, in my opinion, on most of the miners. There's a few that I think you need to be careful of. At the moment, it seems to be having a nice reversal. I'm looking at this as a price target for maybe sometime at the end of the first quarter. And it may get there earlier if Bitcoin rallies, but we've taken a lot of steps forward and backwards, so let's leave ourselves some time. So that's my price target for Bitfarms in kind of the short term. So again, not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Okay, now I just want to take a look at stock ticker MIGI, Mawson Infrastructure. So this has had a little bit of a strange journey the last 2 days. For those of you who are holding this stock, congratulations, because it's up massively. So from its low on Thursday to where it's trading right now, in 2 days of trading, Friday and Monday, is up 58%. So in the long term, this stock may have a lot of upside left to it. However, for me, I am a little worried that this stock has gotten ahead of itself. Its market cap passed several other companies with larger hash rates. Some have double or triple their hash rate. 58% move in 2 days is very drastic, and so many times that is followed by a dip. And this level of volatility is even way outside of the already unusual volatility that you find in the Bitcoin miners. I would be taking profits if I owned this, but I do not own this, so you guys will have to decide for yourself. And I don't see any news in those 2 days. They announced that they got to 1.0 exahash, but if you guys know most of these miners, that still leaves them in virtually last place in exahash among all the miners. So to bump 58% on that, it just feels a little scary to me. So enough said. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.